See, round 1 gives some advantages. So I discussed. 1, you signal things that you're ready for the application calendar for the year as soon as it begins, and then you have your test scores, your resume, your application essays. You're telling that you are a well-planned guy, and you're also signaling to the school that that school is so important in your scheme of things that you want to catch that school in round 1. These are the big signals that you're sending. The small advantage that you get is if you are applying from a background which is a typical background, which is where quite a lot of applicants come from. To give an example, in India, good lot of people work for the information technology sector. If you're an Indian IT male working for information technology in the technology space, then that's a crowded space in terms of the number of students who apply to business schools, which essentially means that you might want to catch schools in the earlier round of application so that when the school opens their entire roster for the year, there's no one from that background at all, and they find your application good, you have a good GMAT score, they take you in. When you apply with exactly same credentials in round 2, they would have taken someone of your profile, or they might have taken a few people similar to your profile in round 1 that they might be thinking, hey, why don't we bring in diversity to the class profile, and may not probably take you in round 2. So if you come from a crowded space, then it makes sense to catching round 1 than round 2. Having said that, look at it this way. If in round 1, you haven't done a decent job of your essays, and your GMAT score is like meddling in the 690s right now, versus catching round 2, where you have adequate time to do justice to your GMAT, that you push the 690 to a 750, you also do adequate justice to your application essays, you do all the work that is required, you attend the webinars of schools, you interact with the admissions team, you speak to the student ambassadors, you speak to some of the alumni, you have a good idea about what the school wants, you actually live and breathe as if you are studying right now in the school with at least 3-4 schools, you imbibe that culture in you, that when you speak to the admissions team, when you speak to the interview team, especially with the admissions committee, if you are able to convey to them that you would fit into the school, that's going to make a big difference. You would require 2 to 3 months to do justice to all of these things. Push your GMAT from 690 to 750, do a good job of understanding the school and vibing with the school. That investment probably will more than compensate for rushing into a R1 deadline with a not so great GMAT score and not so adequately prepared mentally and otherwise to do justice to your interviews and interaction with the team. So round 2 might actually turn out to be good.